What's up, everybody? I am stoked. It's been probably about 2 months since I got in here. They've literally had the National Guard out front, their own police out front, the county police out front. This is where they chose to do, it's way up there, but they chose to do some vaccinating. And they closed off, everything. We slipped in today. They've been doing them on Sundays too, because I've been checking, but guess what? Today, whatever. There was some of the National Guard over on the side and stuff, but I slipped through, so it is what it is. I'm gonna run with it while we can. So we're gonna go see this alpha male. That's really where I'm gonna go before I get invited to leave. Look at these things. Look at these things hanging on there. Like they're just cutting that one tree. Or like that one branch. Normally in the winter I cut across this stuff. But with the high grass, you gotta be cautious. As far as ticks go, I don't think I have to be specific, but I've been told before, I didn't finish my thought. What was I saying? I guess I assume that it's obvious what I'm saying when I get halfway through a sentence sometimes, so I apologize, but so this is a good time to peek him out from back here, but he's up high. Like you can see, normally we'll aim like right around here or even down low. We gotta go all the way up for this fella. Faces in there, but they were small. Alright, let's ease in. Something just dropped. I'm gonna try and follow back up where it dropped from. Is that him? Look at that shit. Is that him? Do you guys see that? I don't know if that's high enough. Let me back it. Yeah, it could be. It could very well be. Holy shit. Tell me what you guys think. We're gonna go in more. At least a little more. I was gonna go all the way in, but we'll see how it goes. I'll look at him again, see what that is. I can't imagine what else that would be. They probably haven't seen people here in so long. The parking lot's empty. You guys know the deal when we come here. The parking lot's empty. The drive in here is empty. It's just us. We know the two other people that come here. One's a couple with their dogs, and another's one guy with his dog. The only other two people that come here. Because routinely, I'll say routinely come here. And that's evening twilight hours anyway. Throughout the day, I don't know, because I would come at twilight. because I knew who would be here. I knew how many people would be here, if any. Okay. All right, guys, I'm excited. This is a good start. So, I mean, this has been a while since we've been here, guys, so I'm stoked. What the fuck was that? This grass is really tall. So this is one of their tree nests. There's a few of them out front. There's a lot of shit out here. They added a lot to this stuff. It's just me, buddy. I don't mean you no harm. Not that I could, but come in peace. That's literally a whole tree just thrown in there upside down. He broke off the tops of all of these. If they came off naturally, I doubt it. Just the tops. Look, all these are broke too. Boom, 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 boom. Everything in here is either snapped or snapped off. It's all laid out. He travels all through here. Remember how we talked about it? How everything's laid on the ground, so they travel through. Over here too. Everything connects over to this spot. I think that's his big ass in there. Let's try and get you guys on him. Down a little bit, right there. It's not where he would have been before. From where he was before, he would have been back this way, but I mean, it could be multiples, but I mean, as far as that big guy goes, oh man, let's see if he took any of our gifts. He doesn't really take a lot of my gifts. I think he took a pumpkin once. Pumpkin once. I don't think he took the Christmas gifts. I put a bunch of stuff in a bag, remember that? And we hung that here. I don't think he ever took that. This is new. This is a whole tree. And then that one is snapped to come down into it. That one branches out to come into it. So physically he could literally just stand here. I mean, this is, you could see, that's all the way up there. That's double what I am. So that's like 11 foot up, so he could stay in here, put the little veil here, whatever you want to call it, and just literally stay in there and peek over the top of that shit, if that's what he so chooses. Or maybe he peeks over the top of that. I mean, this guy is massive. This is not your average Squatch. You see the stuff he does in here? So I'm gonna be a little quiet because my boy Jimmy DeBattiste has been killing it with the audio. And this is the place that I was standing over there when that deer came by. When I was looking at the Bigfoot over here, the grays were in the trees up here. And then the deer walked up to me and I was like right there. And then he turned around, that buck. And that's when that female voice screams, "You're not supposed to be here." I didn't hear a thing. But you can hear clearly in the video that she's screaming from whatever place she's in, realm-wise or alternate parallel or whatever. It's See, like this stuff, all this stuff in here. Gotta be careful what I step on. Right now, we're up in his zone. You see what I mean? I can't hang out in here too long. So people think you get zapped. You can get zapped from being near their structures, because you see what I'm saying? See how this all interconnects? So you can get zapped from being inside of this. So it's not necessarily being zapped by a Bigfoot. You could just be inside their energy zone, and just we're too weak to take it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's nothing bad about being a human. Like, it's not like, oh, like, we're weak as fuck. Like, I'm not trying to say that, but, you know, like, it's just not what we're accustomed to. You know? They say don't drink the water in Mexico. Well, shit. You know, if you move to Mexico, you don't really have much choice. After a while, you won't get sick from it. You know what I'm saying? If you go on vacation, it's a problem. Here's my analogy for the day. There's the Christmas gifts. Boom. Bag's still hanging there. It was a Bigfoot bag with a Bigfoot card, and I guess you didn't like it, whatever. No big deal, buddy. But he did rearrange the whole joint. You see these two huge snaps go down. These are all trees. These are full-blown trees that are ripped out of the ground. This is his play area. So anyway, I'm gonna get the hell out of here. This high grass is sketchy, and I don't want to be inside this perimeter for too long. It's just not. It's not wise, is what I should say. It's just not a wise decision on my part. I haven't been here in a while either, so they would be probably very intrigued with me right now. So try and get you guys a couple of zoom shots before I get out of here. Not really looking that hard right now, anyway. I'm happy with what I think we got from outside. You know, I'm pretty happy with that shot. So right now I'm just walking around feeling things out. I wanted to do a live stream, and then I remembered the last time I tried to here, it didn't work out. It didn't work out at all. But I will try if I go up a little further. See how that looks from here? It's cool, right? So there's a lot more to these structures that, you know what I mean? We did a little structure 101 together last week, or earlier this week, whatever it was. You guys were very receptive to it. I appreciate your feedback, more than you know. But I thought these were basic things that you guys should know as the viewers. You know what I mean? Like, it'll help you see. It will help you see. So if you know somebody who could use it, share it out. Don't, feel free, share it outward. I know a lot of people are going to be like, oh, well, yeah, but there's this too, and there's that too. I get it. We only did a little bit. Oh, sorry, buddy. No malintent. There's A's everywhere, X's everywhere. Not accidental. Alright. I could feel my temperature changed from being in there. Like, I could feel how much my temperature changed. Some of it could be adrenaline, some of it could be, anxiety. Just a little bit of nerves, etc. But I think a lot of it had to do with something more too. You see how that's all blocked off in there? Most people say, oh, that's blocked off so you don't go in there. No. Nope. It's not. It's not that simple. It's not that simple. There's more to it. And X means keep out. No. Maybe, like I've noticed 3 X's like in a row is kind of like them saying to each other that they're making like a fence line barrier similar to what we would do, you know. But I can't say that that's the case everywhere I go, even or So some of it, yeah, I don't know. People say it's a language. I'm sure it might be, but it goes deep. You can't generalize anything. Same way you can't generalize anything with a human. A human is not a predictable thing. So while I'm not trying to say it's not a language, because it is to an extent, but what I'm saying is there's more to it than that. That's all. Nobody jump on me. I just want you guys to know a little more into what's happening. I don't know. I mean, I guess what I'm trying to say is some of you guys came forward and said, "Oh, I've tried to explain before," and cool. That's awesome. Like, we should explain a little bit more. These people that are, I don't know, like kind of making you beg for shit. Like, I don't know. Like, I'll put it like this. I seen a channel that basically makes you pay, and it wasn't the only one. That's the crazy part. It wasn't the only one. There was tire tracks in here. That's why we're following it. There shouldn't be, so I don't know why. But they're making people pay to ask their questions. Pay. So if you guys don't know, on Sundays, we sit down, and you can just ask whatever the fuck you want. I'll be there for an hour. Sometimes we go longer. Most times we go longer. Sometimes there'll be a guest, sometimes there won't. You can ask me or them, whatever you please, within reason. Pay. Like you have to put up a what do you call it? Like a super chat just to ask the question. Somebody else said if you're not a member, they don't address you. Oh, that's what's up. Make it members only. You guys know how I feel about this shit, so I'm just kind of ranting, and that's about it. And a lot of that goes to your defense. Like, a lot of this comes from me defending you. Like, wanting to see better for you, the viewer. The person who takes their time out to watch this. Takes their time out to timestamp, to listen closely with headphones, with equipment. Takes time to pull up a timestamp and screenshot it and filter it. And that's your time. That's your time. And I think it's valuable. And I'm going to thank you all for it. Here's a big ass A right here. So thank you. I think some deer were matted down in here. But if you could see this, look. You see how this comes out here? And everything's interconnected up that way? You see, look, they actually tied these. Look, if you could see on that circle vine, there's actually things tied in there. See those? Those are knots. Those are physical knots. They use vines as knots to tie things off to make them hang like that. See? For whatever reason. For whatever the reason is that they want that to be that way. I guess it could be to hold things up over here. I've seen that done too, where the vines come down and it holds up. It'll come down like at different angles, almost like a tent, like it holds a tent up. So it could have very well been that they could have been laying right in here. Look at all this. Look at all these berries. This is a whole berry tree. So they might have been wanting to lay in here and just pick berries. I don't know. Maybe they did it to get to bait the deer. Like it's a possibility. There's a lot of deer scattered around here. And this is very fresh. So they could have did this to bait the deer. I mean, I don't know. But yo, look, there it is. Boom. These two are coming down. They're literally tied off. See, that's tied onto there. It's amazing. They use knots. It's crazy. You think like, if I would have known where this journey was gonna take me in the beginning, you know, like I knew it was gonna be wild, cool, but damn, I love it. They're actually right back there. They're actually right back here. I mean, there's probably some next to me more too, but they're right in here. I could see these guys. Guys, I hear a plane coming. I don't know if you do. You see them all in that blind? You see them all in the blind right there? They're everywhere. There's a whole family, at least. There's a little plane coming over, guys. I can hear it. I can hear it buzzing in. So what I have to do is go and... It's annoying, but I have to go and get like under stuff like this. I can't stay on the open, because then they know exactly where I am. If it's for me. If it's not, it's not. But see how that tree is snapped down? All this stuff in here even too is used. I don't know what for, but it's being used. You know, I'm not trying to act like I got it all figured out, because I sure as hell don't. It comes down, touches all this shit and goes over there. It's probably just interconnecting it all so that they can move fluidly. You know, the X's, some people have figured out that the big giant X's mean they're meaningful as far as something with like the, you know, like a galactic federation, something with the star children, with star